Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is March 19th, and right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery here, and you can see that system moving onshore right now, bringing precipitation across the state of California. And this system kind of pales in comparison to what's brewing out here across Pacific Ocean. This next storm will organize and move somewhere into the central California coastline. It's going to pack a powerful gradient with it as well. Some of the models showing some higher winds getting up towards the Bay Area, but there's high wind watches in effect for a lot of the Southern California area. Some mountain snows will be accompanying this as well. Take a look at those details. Take a look at the extended forecast also, as always. Looking at current hazards right now, you can see those high wind watches that are up. This will probably be expanded to some other areas here over probably as we go on in through tomorrow. You can see the winter storm warnings for this year in Nevada, some winter weather advisories, some flood watches and advisories going up right now for areas as well. This is looking at day one thunderstorm potential here. Some of the foothills for central northern California there. This is day three. That storm is going to spawn some thunderstorm potential mainly for the coastal areas here. Now looking at the day three excessive rainfall outlook. Here we go again, folks. And I have a pretty decent atmospheric river moving into the area here, and you can see the slight has been brought up already for the day three. Some marginal does extend up into the valley areas here as well. This is looking National Weather Service, Sacramento. You can see some of the passes getting up over a foot here, and some of the higher peaks, of course, getting more rainfall and snowfall out of this. So you can see that we're going to have some major impacts. The snow level is 5,000 to 6,000 feet through Monday, heaviest through tonight. So heads up for that. Just going to add some more snow on already record snowfall amounts across the Sierra Nevada coming up here. This is flood watch today and tonight. National Weather Service Hanford out there. Things are so saturated, it's not going to take much precipitation to cause additional concerns across the region here. Now looking at storm total snow, this is through March 22nd here, and you can see some of the mountains down through Southern California getting some snowfall for the higher terrain there. You can see some additional amounts and of course higher amounts for the Sierra Nevada there. This is actual rainfall. This is San Diego, California, or across some of the higher terrain it would be snow water equivalent, and you can see that some pretty good amounts coming all the way down through San Diego, through the Los Angeles metro as well, and of course more for the higher terrain. This is looking at storm total snow this afternoon through Thursday morning. Look at some of these amounts up there. Look at Big Bear Lake, another 2 feet plus out there. Yeah, so not bad. Here we go again, folks. Another strong storm on its way. And look at some of the peak wind gusts here. National Weather Service Sacramento, San Diego here put this out this morning. San Diego, sorry. Look at some of these gusts. Could be approaching 60 miles per hour. And it depends on where this low pressure center is going to impact. And we'll look at that here in the model data here in a moment. Now looking at the European, this is the ensemble control as of last night. You can see that system that was moving through the day today. Precipitation will be winding down as we go on into tomorrow, but then this next strong storm starts to develop here and moves very close to the Bay Area here on the European. The European's a little bit further north, and this is a powerful gradient, folks. On the south side of this storm, some big winds are going to accompany this. Look at that 989 millibar low. Another very strong storm impacting California here. Hangs out for a bit as you go through Wednesday afternoon on into Thursday morning before it finally starts to move out. Another weak system trying to clip Northern California here, but we've got more active weather potentially coming into the future. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. This is 925 millibars, somewhere up towards 2,500 feet. This is that initial system there. It's blustery, but not too big of a deal. But watch this next storm march in here strong. Powerful frontal system associated with that. Low pressure center up somewhere towards the Bay Area, at least according to the Euro. We'll look at a couple other models here in a moment. But yeah, this one's packing a punch, you guys. And it's got an atmospheric river with it as well. Some mountain snows and some big winds. You can get some damage to the trees out there. And the soils are saturated, so you could get some increased tree falls due to that. Yeah, so here we go. Now taking a look at the NAM3KM, accumulated max 10-meter wind gusts. This is the initial system, breezy along the coastline. Not too big of a deal there. Some of the higher terrain gusty as well. But look at this next storm roll in here. And look at the punch this thing is packing here for some of the coastal areas all the way down through San Diego potentially here. But you'll notice the lows a little bit further south, and the big gusty winds aren't going to get towards the Bay Area. The European, of course, as we saw, is painting a different picture. Now this is looking at that low pressure center on the NAM3KM. Here we go. We're going to speed ahead so we can see it coming in here as we go through Monday night now into Tuesday morning here. This powerful low looks to make landfall. Look at that 986 millibar low, tight pressure gradient on the south side. This would definitely pack a punch here. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops as we go on in through tomorrow. What will the weather models be showing? Where is this landfall going to occur? More on that here in a moment. Now, looking at the European, you can see that further north position of this low. GFS hangs it off the coastline and is a bit weaker here. Would be a much less windy solution versus this powerful punch that the European would bring from central California all the way down through southern California, shown there. And they're talking about it in the forecast discussion here, Los Angeles. They're talking about some gusts up to 60 miles per hour coming up here. So yeah, this is no joke. A very strong winter storm, as you can see there. This is looking at integrated vapor transport. This is the European run, and we put this into motion. You'll see that storm developing here. You notice it kind of takes its central coast down through Southern California track there as a fairly decent, moderate atmospheric river is going to be moving into the area. Some nice rainfall amounts with it, but at least it's not burrowing into central California, and it's not hanging out for long. You notice it's fairly progressive and it does get out of here, but there probably will be some flooding concerns with its arrival as we go on in through Tuesday morning. This is looking up towards 18,000 feet. I just kind of like to give these a visual descriptors of what's going on here. This is 500 millibars, again, up towards 18,000 feet. Initial system kind of moving through there, but look at this bowling ball looking feature here with this very cold air aloft, and that's what's going to be driving that strong low pressure center into the central coast of California there, at least on last night's European run. It'll be interesting to see how the models trend with the strength and actual landfall of this low pressure system as we go. We'll check that out in more detail tomorrow morning. Now, looking at the snow totals here, just kind of giving you the heads up that there are more snows coming for the Sierra Nevada here as we go out. This is the GFS that is running hot off the presses here, the 12Z. It's only out about 93 hours right now, but as you can see, Southern California picking up some additional amounts across the higher terrain as well. Looking out to the 6 to 10 day, above average signal continues. 6 to 10 day temperature, big bullseye here across the west. This goes out through March 28th. 8 to 14 day, nothing changed there all the way through April 1st. And this is 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook through April 1st there as well. This is looking a little bit more of an extended forecast here. Now, this is the European. There's the initial system, the weaker one today. But then this power-packed storm is going to roll through here on the day Tuesday, probably starting Monday night. And you can see that trough just perfectly carved out there. Very cold air aloft driving that storm. And then you got some colder looking troughs hanging out on the coast of California here through the 10-day period as well. So things are going to remain active. What a winter/spring for California so far. And it looks like it's going to continue as we're now looking 10 days out here on the European. And you can plainly see this trough off the coast of California shown there. And again, just a reminder of that snow water equivalent. We're going to have flooding concerns all the way probably in through April here. A lot of water is stored up across the Sierra Nevada here. And we're just kind of crossing our fingers that we don't melt it too fast because a lot of the watersheds out there are fully saturated. Things are running high, and it's not going to take much in the way of precipitation to cause additional problems. So anyway, yeah, we'll be doing this again tomorrow, and it'll be interesting to see what the models will show. We'll watch the high resolution rapid refresh model come in as well. We'll try to pinpoint where that low pressure system is going to make landfall, and they'll probably expand some of those high wind watches into warnings here as that storm gets in here. Quite a powerful storm rolling in here Monday on in through Tuesday for California, but right now it's mainly targeting portions of Central California and mainly Southern California, but we'll look at those details again tomorrow, as I said. But so anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. And again, if you guys need an affordable weather station, check out the link below. Make sure when you check out, West Coast Weather is in the code so you get that 10% off. I'm pleasantly surprised by the station. It's very easy to set up. It's all encompassing, and it takes care of itself. You don't have to add any batteries or anything. It's all solar powered. So anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. We'll talk again tomorrow. We'll look at the detail of that storm in a little bit more detail, and we'll talk to you guys then.